Walk one, foghorn, leghorn. Come Halloween, I'm the wrong one to act on.
Nothing is real. Beauty and the Beast, directed by Bill Condon, is the latest Disney remake from the series of remakes that they're making, including Jungle Book, Pete's Dragon, Cinderella, Maleficent. Maleficent wasn't really a remake. These movies seem to have their detractors and also their fans, and I'm proud to say that I'm a fan of these remake movies. I've liked most of all of them. I haven't seen Pete's Dragon. A lot of people liked Jungle Book because they put a story into something that had zero story to begin with, and it made it work. And I personally really like Jungle Book. I also very much like Cinderella, for the same reasons I like Beauty and the Beast. The streak continues. The film stars Emma Watson as Belle, a girl who likes books in a village where nobody likes books! Dan Stevens plays the Beast in some insanely stunning CGI makeup combo, and his performance shines through all the mechanics. The rest of the cast is a lot of people. Luke Evans, Josh Gad, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, Emma Thompson, Ian McKellen. She's just a lot of people in this movie. Calvin Klein. The trailers for this movie didn't really impress me much. I don't have nostalgia for Disney movies. I was more of a Warner Brothers kid myself. So it's kind of strange that I'm really into these live-action Disney movies. I feel like they're doing something different that isn't shrouded in nostalgia. They're just making those movies more relevant for today's audiences. They still capture the cartoonish silliness of those original films, but with real people, and that makes me happy whenever I watch it. The opening village scene is straight out of the animated movie, and which isn't a bad thing because the wonderful chorus of background players bring life to the frame. From the get-go, this remake does everything the other remakes try to do, is make sense of things that didn't make sense in the previous works. The library in the village is literally just a shelf of books, showing that nobody in the village really cares about reading, which makes sense that they would think that Belle is weird for reading. The film goes on to do this beautifully as Belle and the Beast fall in love with each other naturally through gestures and kindness rather than just singing about how they're falling in love with each other. The CGI for the different servants is really the linchpin in which this film falls upon, and I think they knocked it out of the park. The CGI is never too realistic, but also impressive enough to make it look like, you know, a cartoon character named Lumiere is walking around with you instead of just a walking candlestick. The movie's biggest flex is the Be Our Guest scene, in which objects constantly offer Belle food and take it away from her before she's able to eat it. Condon must have gotten his job by pitching this scene exactly how it plays out, because it's the scene of the film. There's dancing dishes, spoons synchronized swimming into soup, and meanwhile a candelabra is floating around singing about how a restaurant works. Things get speed racer pretty quickly as it becomes a visual extravaganza that makes the whole film worth watching just for what you're witnessing at this moment. The casting is solid on most fronts. Dan Stevens is charming and scary when he needs to be. Luke Evans as Gaston and Josh Gad as LeFou seem like they were born to play these two characters together. To the people making a big deal about LeFou being gay in this movie, number one, LeFou been gay. LeFou been gay. LeFou been gay. LeFou been gay. And number two, LeFou being gay is mostly a punchline, so don't give Disney the satisfaction. My biggest gripe with this movie is also like a big deal with this movie that probably should have been fixed, is just Emma Watson in general. Emma Watson ain't great. Belle has characteristics that make her distinct from other Disney princesses. She's got brown hair, she's got big eyes, she's got a personality. There's nothing really all that compelling about this Belle, and it's specifically because of Emma Watson's performance. And unfortunately, that's the whole crux of which this movie works on, is whether or not you fall in love with Belle at first sight. There's a million other actresses I would throw out into the ring that would be better Belles. Age-wise and race, not important. These just a million different actresses that would be better. Casting Emma Watson as Belle is like casting Kristen Stewart as Snow White. Why would you do that? Disney has done a bang-up job with casting their leads so far. Lily James is the reason Cinderella worked for me. Shout out to enter casting director name here. they just need to find someone who looks the part and does the job, and I don't think Emma Watson does either. Let's just hope Emma Stone does a better job as Mulan, coming in 2018. Regardless if you like it or not, if you have an insatiable hunger, make sure you grab the Beast Chalupa. It's the only chalupa that bites back after you bite it. Taco Bell. Feed the Beast. Also, Feed the Beast, only on AMC. I'm not saying run out and go see this immediately, but if you're really into the Beauty and the Beast, I feel like this is just like a good little nostalgia chip if you're on it, and I think it's really well done and works for every reason I think Cinderella works and Jungle Book works, and I really love these movies. I feel like they were made for me. I'm feeling a 3.5 stars for this one. Hey, this is my first review, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the movie. Let me know what you want me to do with this channel. I'm still very new at this. I want to keep reviewing stuff, at least like 2 a week. Also want to give a big shout out to Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Just feel like that movie needs a shout out real quick. LeFou been gay.